You've been lied to.
Society has rules. And the first rule is you go to college. You want to have a happy and successful life? You go to college. If you want to be somebody, you go to college.
For generations and years, we've been told, go to college so you can get that job. Go to college because that's when all of your dreams will become a reality. In a recent Forbes article, 71% of Gen Z and 65% of millennials are facing burnout. Why? Misalignment. They're not following their purpose. Instead, they followed the declaration of someone older than them, saying, go to college to get this job. Well, the problem is that drove a lot of people to a place where there was a lot of demand, drove up prices, made it more expensive, and yet the product wasn't worth any more. Maybe you're one of them. 71%, 59% of people in total have this misalignment of purpose. Well, I want to talk to you a little bit about this, and I'm going to share some solutions, some direction for you moving forward, because those of us that were convinced, maybe early on, I'm part of Gen X, one of the last, it was still economical to go to college, earn that degree, but I had many, many friends who were told, get off the farm, go find a real job. Many of those are now wishing to go back to the farm to live out their purpose. One of the few factors that leads to burnout, we have stress, we have long work hours, little if any fulfillment, unrealistic or unexpressed expectations. See, that misalignment came from, hey, go to college to get a degree, you'll be able to find a job. For those of us that are in our 40s like me or older, yeah, we could. There's plenty of opportunities. We were newly minted graduates. Oh, you have a college degree. You have good grades. It'll be easy. Well, this is what I've seen after that is so many people fell into the rat race. Got to have those grades up high enough so that way you can get into the college. Well, you got to have those grades high enough so you can get a job because there's so many people that are following the same path. We didn't have divergent paths. We didn't allow people to figure out their way. If you didn't go to college after high school, you kind of labeled a failure. Let's be honest, it was that way for many, even though they were successful in whatever they were doing, because they didn't have that college degree. Our society pegged them as less than. So many jobs now don't require those advanced degrees, but for decades, you couldn't even sniff a job interview unless you had a bachelor's, or for me, even cases you have to have a master's. You have to have a doctorate to even be able to step in the door. Maybe of a job that you could easily do and probably enjoy better than some of those people working there. See, this has all caused burnout. It's misalignment. It's doing different than what you desire to do. See, working at a desk all day when you'd rather be outside working with your hands. Or for a time, we had people that would work the minimum number of hours. I'll work my 40 hours, work my 8 to 5. And then after that, I'm doing something I'm passionate about. On the weekends, I'm going and following a passion. See, we could do that at one point in our life. And then all of a sudden, our life became all consuming. It was hard to break out of that. We understood that people are people, and we're constantly, as I'm looking for my phone, we're constantly on this. So those days that we could check out, we're done. Man, that's very hard for people because your work is constantly there. So if it's not your purpose, if it's not something that drives you and fulfills you, it constantly drains you. 71% of Gen Z has experienced that just as they're starting into their career. 65% of millennials feel that way. I'm just misaligned. I don't know what I'm doing. I want to finish with this thought of the day. Expecting people to be okay with pursuing their passion and purpose outside of work is no longer realistic. See, that's an indictment for leaders of you can't say, hey, just show up and do your job. You have to give them a reason why it matters. And people are selecting jobs based upon alignment of purpose, alignment of mission. Where do their values fit? So as a leader, as someone who maybe is searching for that place that fits. Base it on values. Because life is too short to spend 40 hours or 60 hours a week working at something just to earn a paycheck. Find a way that you'll be up in the middle of the night, not stressed, but dreaming dreams of how you can serve, empower, and bless people with your purpose.